Well, my terrible luck is continuing here on my truck. Now my window has, I guess it's fallen out of the track of the power window there, so it's flopping all over the place. I can pull it up by hand and the button don't do anything. So I got to take the door panel off and pop it back in. I replaced that power window, whatever you want to call that, mechanism. I replaced that. I don't think I did a video on that, but I replaced that a little while ago. And I think I didn't get the window pinched in the deal tight enough. I was a little worried I was gonna break the glass if I tightened it up too far, but apparently I didn't go far enough, and I think that's what's wrong with that. It come out of the track. So I'm gonna pull this door panel off and see what I got. I know there's all kinds of videos about taking these door panels off, so I guess I'll just do my version of it here and show you how I do it, I guess. First I pop that off, just snaps in. You got your lock. That just, you pull it out from the front. And you got your door handle bezel here. Just pops off. Okay, you got a 7mm bolt right here. Okay, then you want to pop this off and unplug it. Because there's another bolt right here. And a lot of times these clips come off these, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, you can see that these clips didn't come out of here. They're supposed to go to here and there. So before you install it back, you gotta pop these out. You gotta pop these out and put them back on they're supposed to come out of right here, like that. But sometimes they come off and they stay in the door panel. Okay, now that you got the bolt here, you should be able to pull the panel up. And you're going to have to you got a speaker wire. You got your light wire here. And the door panel comes off. Peel this away now here. Okay, I got some sort of a failure here with the cables. You can see that it's jammed. This one's jammed up here. I don't know what's going on. This one's loose. I know it ain't supposed to look like that. It's supposed to go in there somehow, but so my window didn't pop out of the frame. We got some sort of a failure on a brand new window mechanism here. So I gotta plug the switch back in and run it and see what the heck's going on here. Okay, after playing with this for a little while, I'm going to say that we've had failure with these cables on this motor somehow. I don't think these are supposed to be out here floating around. I think them are supposed to be inside the motor there, and they're not supposed to be out, and they're both out, and I think they broke. Why? I'm not sure why. It was a brand new piece. Well, maybe I know why. I got it off eBay. It's probably a cheap part. Really disappointed. First, I gotta get this out. First thing to do is there's a bolt right there that pinches the window in, and there's a bolt right there on the other side that pinches the window in. I'm going to loosen them up. They're 10 millimeter. I'm going to pull the window up and tape it in the up position so I can get this the slider assembly out. Okay, got my window taped up. Now I gotta take out the assembly. It's not too bad. 10 millimeter bolts. You got one here. You got one here. You got one here. You've got one here. You got one here. And you got one here. You gotta unplug it. And should be able to get this out. Those are 10 millimeter bolts. There you go. I'll show you what it looks like here. Okay, here's the window slider assembly. Power window slider assembly. Looks like we've had multiple failures. I don't know what happened here, but I think this was the main failure. It's been pulled through here. I don't know what's going on. I've got wires that aren't in rollers here, and this one here was out. I just pushed that one in, but it was out. We got these deals that are not supposed to be just floating. I think they're supposed to be inside there. This one here, I think it's supposed to be inside there too. So I'm not sure what broke, but there's multiple things that are definitely wrong here. Actually, what's going on here is this here is supposed to be up here and going around this pulley. That pulley's broken. You see that pulley's broke. So this here is supposed to be sitting in this thing here that's broken. And I don't know if that broke off, just like this one. It's supposed to look just like that. And the wire's supposed to go down. And this wire's right there. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm going to probably try the local parts store, local O'Reilly's, and see if they got something, so I can get this fixed tomorrow. I need the plow, so I kind of need my window up. I might just have to wedge that window so it stays up for now if I can't find a replacement. Well, trip to the auto parts store and got a new window regulator here. They've on this one they got studs on the lower ones instead of bolts like the factory one had, and I see this one here has this piece right here, and that one there, the one I bought before, didn't have that, unless it's laying in the bottom of the door. I didn't see it, so and you can see these pieces here are supposed to be inside the motor. You can see on this one here that I took out, they popped out. So hopefully this one's a better piece. $100 for this one at the local O'Reilly's, and I think I paid 30 bucks for this one on eBay. I think I got 6 months or so, maybe a little longer out of this one. I'm hoping I don't have to put another one in as long as I own the truck with this one here. So I guess let's get to installing it. Okay, I'm going to slide this thing in here. Not the easiest thing to do, and this thing is greasier than heck. There's all kinds of sharp edges on it. Just cut myself there. One warning I will give you on this is these edges are super sharp, and this thing is all oily. I cut myself pretty good on my finger, because once your fingers get oily, then they start sliding, and then these edges can cut you pretty quick. So, okay, using the bolts that they supplied here, I'm gonna get these top ones in. Gonna get them started. I'm gonna put these bottom ones in. They've got studs instead of bolts for the new one. I'm not sure why. And then there's one bolt here for the motor. I'm gonna have to use one to that original one here, because they didn't give me a bolt for that one. Okay, now that I got all 5 of them bolts tight, I got it hooked back up. I got the window, or the switch turned on. The window will not work unless both switches are plugged in, so you got to plug the switch back in. Oh, don't forget to plug your motor in. once you got your motor plugged in, I'm just going to run it up here, right, I'm running it so the bolts are here and here, so I can bring the window down and tighten it up easier. Okay, I'm going to bring the window down and let it fall into place here. Now that I got it in position here, I'm going to tighten the clamps up on the window here. And I'm going to go nice and slow here. I do not want to break the glass. I'm choking up on my wrench here pretty good so I don't get a whole lot of torque on them bolts. Alright, I'll take her up and down a few times. Okay, I've gone up and down quite a few times here to make sure she's okay. She seems okay. I give her a little more torque on these bolts that pinch the window in. And hopefully I won't have any more trouble with that. I guess we'll find out. Okay, now it's just a matter of putting everything back into place here. Put your light back in. Plug your speaker back in. Your wires for your door locks, power windows, door locks out. Then you're gonna make sure you're all latched on all your latches. 2 bolts back in. Plug your switches back in. I'll pop that in. Pop your lock back in. Door handle deal. Your mirror cover on. And you're done. Overall, this is a fairly simple job that anybody should be able to do. She's working good now, so hopefully she'll stay working good. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video here, and maybe it'll help some people out. I gotta go get plowing, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.